Hey y'all, happy Monday. Well, welcome back. So today is the second day of November, so it's time to plant some more stuff in our garden. And believe it or not, we've got this weird week of 90-degree temperatures, so it's a little warm for me considering last week. So we're gonna check out what you can plant vegetable-wise in November, what you can plant flower-wise in November, and we're gonna take a little tour of my garden. Well, right now we're still looking at globe artichoke, some asparagus from transplant, arugula, beets, broccoli, cabbage. You can do the regular cabbage or Chinese cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery, cilantro, collard greens, chard, dill, endive, fava beans, fennel, garbanzo beans, garlic, kale, kohlrabi, leeks, lettuce, mint, mizuna, mustard, onions, both the bulb and green variety, oregano, parsley, parsnips, peas, radish, rutabaga, spinach, thyme, and turnips. For flowers in November, we can plant African daisies, baby's breath, begonia, bells of Ireland, black-eyed Susan, calendula, carnation, coreopsis, delphinia, dianthus, flax, forget-me-nots, geraniums, hollyhocks, Johnny jump-ups, larkspur, lobelia, lupine, nasturtia, pansy, petunia, poppy, and ranunculus. So these are all the wonderful flowers that you can continue to plant in November. Just remember that as they're kind of coming up, they'll look little like this, and as the months go on, they'll look prettier and prettier. Well, you can see that last week I did a lot of trimming over here, which opened up some sun on the deck. You can see over there it's still pretty shady because of that bush up there, and I mean, it's theirs. I can't get too far into it. Now, these squashes and pumpkins are just gonna do what they're gonna do at this point. They're still making flowers. I haven't had real big squash. I do have down here in the bag though, I've got some sweet peas coming in. There's a shoot coming right there. I don't know if you can see it. And over here, some more sweet peas. So these will come up and start hugging and climbing the vine. And over here in the bags, I've got some too, and I was kind of concerned about planting these because, I mean, look, they're already under the shade of the leaves, and the leaves are under shade too, but they did just pop right on up. I need to put some over here in this bag, but over here I've got, you know, there's one right there, there's one right there, and there's one right there. So even if you've got kind of a shady spot, I would say to go ahead and get your sweet peas going, because they'll seem to come on up over here in this space for us. So the sweet peas might be the thing that takes over the trellis since we haven't gotten the pumpkins to do it yet. Got the two plants that I bought planted, and these are they're doing a lot better now that they're getting a little bit more sun. It's not staying as wet over here. So we've got this little bit left and this little bit left before we get this filled back in. So every week or so, I'm gonna get a couple more plants. Now, my experiment over here, and y'all missed watch me plant this because I lost the footage of it, but Maisie and I just wildly threw seeds in here, and then we came along and we put shade cloth on top of it just to keep the birds from eating it, and goodness, it went crazy. In some places it was climbing through the shade cloth. So today's probably one of the last days that I'll keep this on here. I think we're to the point where the birds will leave them off, but there's all my flowers coming in over here. These broccolis that I planted a week or so ago are doing well. I did get a good little harvest. It was a good gallon bag of spinach, tasted real good. So I'm just gonna keep cutting on that and it'll keep growing. Broccoli, and then broccoli over there. These are about 2 or 3 beans. Look at that pretty purple bean there. That's so pretty. So you can almost see one starting to form there. So it was climbing up and over, and oh yeah, ta-da, look. Finally got the shade structure down this week, so weekend. And so now I had to have some place for these beans to go. So I just made me a little simple trellis over to there for these beans to crawl across, and hopefully we'll get some nice production out of those because they sure are pretty. Now this dango tomatillo, my husband has lobbied and fought for this thing all along, and it really is kind of starting to give us some puffies. I'll show you some over here on the back that are a little bit more like this one. That's a good size one. These are some good size ones over here. So we got to see now if those fill in, but if they do, then we are going to be flush on the tomatillas. Look in there, look at all those that are puffed up into their little lanterns. Now this cucumber hasn't, look, it's all attached to itself down there, but it hasn't made any cucumbers yet, but it surely looks wonderful, and it's really making its way across the trellis nicely. This cucumber over here, it has made. So this is my first real cucumber. I've grown plenty of Armenians, but never really had any good success with the traditional cucumbers, and those are the ones that we eat a lot of. So I got these little, these are these skinny little plum, yellow plum tomatoes that I stuck in here for the heck of it, but I tied them up, and we'll see, because they do have flowers on them and they've got tomatoes on them. I need to come in here and harvest a little bit of this pak choy and use it in one of our stir fries and get that mustard over there. So those are cucumbers too. I think with more sun they're gonna go crazy. This yellow squash, oh look, there's one down there. So if that got pollinated, then we might be in business over here. My lavender is super happy and smells great. I really should try and get a couple of cuttings off that and see if I can propagate it before it starts blooming again. And my pride and joy still needs to be staked up, but she's beautiful and I'm so proud. This is the first one that I've ever grown completely from seed. Now my tomatoes are actually looking better. I came through a week ago and I just cut everything that didn't look good, because believe it or not, like, these were my pretty transplants that I grew, and then those last dog days that got so hot just were rough for them back here. So I trimmed them back, like I said, and now they're starting to green up again, and now we're gonna try and get these through the winter. And this mamma jamma, I mean, literally, this is all one plant, and we couldn't find the marker, but we're pretty certain that they're jalapenos. And my husband's tried one. He says they're super hot, but it's covered in tons of flowers and tons of peppers too. So this is a big success for us in terms of peppers. I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be a lunchbox, but it's looking like a banana, and that this is a lunchbox. And so it's starting to get flowers, and there's a little baby on it, so it should start producing soon. And so if you've got something that needs trim back, go ahead and do it, so it'll start making life for you. Now the weirdest thing, this corn, it never made tassels, so it just went wild. Now this little corn over here did make tassels, but it's no bigger than like that big. So the Three Sisters garden was a little bit of a fail, and here directly I'm gonna come cut down this corn so that we don't keep watering it. And like I said, we've got just a little bit more life left in the okra, but these are truly hot loving plants. I've also got a bunch of flowers coming in over here. Now we didn't cover these up We just sprinkled, and because I know I'm just gonna throw seeds probably for the next couple weeks. So I didn't cover these up, but they managed to do real well too. So soon we'll see lots of calendula around here. Now, the mass of tomato plants is dead set on flowering and making cherry tomatoes. This, oh, did I break that? This serrano needs to be like, it needs to be held up by something. I think it needs a cage because it wants to lean over so bad. But these serranos on here are quite warm and it's covered in them. So I'm gonna look at a pickling recipe this week to get these pickled so that we don't waste them, because I really want to be taking advantage of what we're harvesting. And we're gonna let these sweet potatoes go until they flower and they all die off, and then we'll finally dig this up. Here's a little update on our pineapple. It's, you know, its tallest thing is probably up to my waist now, and we're gonna move this to a sunnier spot with less traffic. Maisie bumped this arm the other day and broke it. And here are my little basil seedlings or transplants that I stuck in here the other day, and they're happy. The rest of it's going to flower, and that's just fine for that. Over here where we put our lifelong flower, I put some lemongrass, and I'm supposed to have some lemon balm coming in here, and maybe some cosmos. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Well, I hope you enjoyed checking out what you can plant in November, as well as what's going on in my little garden. I've got some exciting changes coming along. I'm getting gifted a bed, so I'm like, where am I gonna put that? And I just got through participating in a seed swap where I got 50 packets of vegetable seeds and 25 packets of flower seeds. So I'm thinking about sharing those all with you and chatting about getting involved in a seed swap. So I hope you're having the best day ever. I hope you're excited and thrilled for November, and I look forward to chatting with you next time.